Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is now in session with our special review docket. The court will call 3 cases. First case is cause number 322708. Second case is cause number 325280. And the third case is cause number 329976. All 3 cases are styled the state of Texas versus Nicholas Kane Villarreal. Mr. Villarreal is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Villarreal, is your full name Nicholas Kane Villarreal?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Villarreal, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Villarreal, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Villarreal, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Villarreal?
I'm doing all right, Your Honor.
That's good. Mr. Villarreal, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Jason Nix. Attorney Nix, how are you doing?
I'm good, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Nix, do you waive a record?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
And the state is represented in this case by Attorney Lamar Johnson. Attorney Johnson, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Villarreal, I have before me a document that is titled information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. This information alleges that on or about November 7th of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of assault family violence in cause number 325280. Mr. Villarreal, do you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to discharge Mr. Villarreal, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Villarreal, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. It is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. On page 2 of this document, Mr. Villarreal, there are a set of initials, NKV, that are on a document, or that's on a line that is titled guilty. Mr. Villarreal, did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
On page 3 of this same document, Mr. Villarreal, there's a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Mr. Villarreal, did you also sign this document?
Yes, sir, I did.
On the next document, Mr. Villarreal, that is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, there is a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Did you also sign this document?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Villarreal, at the top of this same document, there are 2 boxes that are checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The next box that's checked states that the defendant, has waived your right to an appeal. And do you understand your waiver of your right to an appeal?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Villarreal, did you sign a document out there on paper that is titled Discovery Certification?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Villarreal, before you signed and initialed all of these documents that I have just mentioned to you, did your attorney, Attorney Nix, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Villarreal, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State. I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, would you like to offer State's Exhibit Number 1?
Yes, Your Honor. State offer states 1.
No objection.
No objection. State's Exhibit Number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Nix, you've advised and counseled Mr. Villarreal. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
Not at all, Your Honor.
Mr. Villarreal, your attorney, Mr. Nix, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Villarreal, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, in exchange for defendant's plea of guilty in this case, the state is recommending confinement in the Jefferson County Jail for a period of 75 days, Your Honor. We're asking that the court give defendant credit for the 75 days previously spent in jail, making this a time-served plea agreement, Your Honor. This case is would also be dismissing the two companion cases, Your Honor, cause numbers 322-708 and 329-976.
Okay, Mr. Villarreal, the state is offering that you serve 75 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you've already served 75 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you will be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case is $387, but you will not have to pay the $387 because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. And this case, well, in addition to the plea bargain in this case, the state will be dismissing cause numbers 322-708 and cause number 329-976. Mr. Villarreal, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Villarreal, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Villarreal, I have before me, and I think you have a copy of it too, a model written ammunition on ineligibility to possess firearm or ammunition. And I will go over this document with you, and it states that in accordance with the Texas Administrative Code, section 176.1, the court hereby admonish you of the following. Number one, you are by entry of order or judgment ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Number two, beginning now, if you possess a firearm or ammunition, it could lead to charges against you. If you have questions about how long you will be ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, you should consult an attorney. Number three, under Texas Penal Code, section 46.103A, firearms mean any device designed, made, or adapted to expel a projectile through a barrel by using the energy generated by an explosion or burning substance, or any device readily convertible to that use. B, firearm does not include a firearm that may have as an integral part a folding knife blade or other characteristics of weapons made illegal by Penal Code Chapter 46, and that is one, an antique or curio firearm manufactured before 1899, or two, a replica of an antique or curio firearm manufactured before 1899, but only if the replica does not use rimfire or centerfire ammunition. The statutes listed below are a starting point for ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. For more information about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or for more information on how long your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition lasts, the court recommends you contact an attorney. Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.292, Magistrate's Orders for Emergency Protection. Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 42.0131, Notice for persons convicted of misdemeanors involving family violence. Penal Code, Section 46.02, Unlawful carrying weapons. Penal Code, Section 46.04, Unlawful possession of firearm. Penal Code, Section 25.07, Violation of certain court orders or conditions of bond in a family violence, child abuse or neglect, sexual assault or abuse, indecent assault, stalking, or trafficking case. Family Code, Section 85.2, Section 85.026, warning on protective orders. Now, Mr. Villarreal, you have a copy of this ammunition. You can keep that copy for your records. And Mr. Villarreal, this will conclude your cases. You can follow the bailiff and you have a blessed day. And
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Nick, you're free to go, and you have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Okay, thank you. And the court